Colin, you are a fucking bitch.
A piece of
Welcome to
shit.
Simply.
Wow, that's not very nice.
Welcome to Simply Uncensored.
That is not very
Be sure to
nice.
check out our new website, simplyuncensored.com. Follow us on everything you see. Show us your love and support. But right now, we're jumping back into part 2 of autonomous vehicles.
This is Simply Uncensored.
Absolutely not. Rewind it right now and show me what I
You
said.
said it off the air,
Okay.
which isn't
Okay,
it
hold
isn't
on,
as
hold on.
bad,
Yeah,
but it would still
I
piss
was
me
about
off.
to say, you almost complained.
It's not as bad. I'm putting in perspective that even Christians do.
Yeah, that's like,
So no matter what bad they did in their life,
it's all gone. It's all
it's
gone.
kind of like a last resort.
Just roll well, there's not a whole lot to talk about ghosts, but there's so much proof that aliens do actually.
I'm completely down for that. We don't have to play the second time.
Dun dun dun.
All right, so what's up, guys? How you doing today?
How's everybody doing? Is everybody ready for another awesome episode of the Simply Uncensored podcast?
Oh yeah, is Colin still in here? I swear to God, if Colin is not in here, I'm going to fucking
Oh,
shit
you
bricks.
now you want to know how I'm doing? Well, James, to tell you the truth, I'm doing great.
Good. Glad to hear, Colin. Always happy to hear that.
Yeah, I bet.
All the beauties
All
are
right,
here, ready to start.
Ho 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 ho. All right, so we're talking autonomous vehicles again today, boys. The last podcast we talked a lot of negatives. We had Mike on. We all know his fucking views on autonomous vehicles were not very pretty, but he was a great guest. Glad to have him on. We'll definitely have more guests on. But today I wanna touch more positives. Definitely with us three. I think we all kind of agree that there's a lot of positives to autonomous vehicles, and I definitely want to hear more about your guys' opinions and not the negative ones from Mike.
Well,
Sorry, Mike, love you.
Before you go any further and try and rewrite history, I'm pretty sure me and you are the only ones that agree they were net positive. Is that right,
Well,
Jess?
I will say that when we're talking about all these negatives, them getting hacked and like basically the world ending, I think that's a little far fetched. So overall, they're probably going to be a good thing. It's just, it's
Alright.
it's definitely a reach to say some of the shit we were talking about, but
Oh, for sure.
Well, yeah, a bunch of these companies. That's
usual.
so they have to look at this. They have to before they can put these cars out to market and make it the next big thing. They have to get over the fact. I mean, that they could be hacked. So that's one issue they have to get over. Fucking government surveillance. That's another big thing. Liability. All the issues that we talked about this last podcast. These fucking billion-dollar companies are already on it. This is they have to get this done before they can move to the next step. So it will be fixed. They just don't have answers to it right this second.
well, they're.
So do you think?
I was
Go
gonna
ahead,
say they
Jess.
already know they can't really release these cars until the Simply Uncensored podcast is on their side. So they've got to come up with something.
Yeah, they've got a long way to go.
Long way.
No, I was
2021.
gonna say this is kind of an abstract idea, but do you think eventually, this is gonna mold in a little bit later, but do you think eventually AI will be implemented into autonomous vehicles?
What do you mean, like a personal assistant?
Yeah, just in every single autonomous vehicle.
Oh
it's
yeah,
just
yeah. There's already AIs and everything. I mean, if you're doing AI in the sense of like personal assistant like Siri, Cortana, Alexa, Google,
No.
yeah, it's definitely gonna be in these cars where you can hey Siri, that's connected to your fucking car, take me to here. Hey Siri, how's the traffic? How long is it gonna take me to get this? Hey Google, will you stop at the grocery store for me? Will you put this on my?
And pick me up a shotgun.
Will you pick me up a
Sorry,
shotgun?
what?
Yeah. Yeah, they'll definitely be integrated into these cars for sure. No doubt about it.
They're already in cars. Siri's already in a bunch of cars.
Oh really?
True.
Yes.
All right. Well, so yeah, no, to answer your question, Colin, they'll definitely be a big part of them. Um, I mean, you got to input it somehow, and the laziest way is through speech. So,
Autonomous vehicles are going to be totally hands-free. You just hop in the back seat. Siri, take me to
Yep.
the club, anywhere you want to go.
if that's the case, I'm buying the one with Cortana in it.
Oh yeah, I bet.
You like Cortana?
Oh, I love Cortana. I'm surprised she hasn't popped up on my screen since I've been talking about her. Usually she does. She popped up to the last podcast we did. She was spying on us, but that was the FBI.
Maybe the NSA.
Bum bum bum.
Probably both, to be honest.
Probably.
They're
Let's be
always
real.
listening. Or the aliens. The aliens are listening.
All right, now we're getting a little far fetched. Different podcast time. All right, so go ahead, Con.
No, I was just looking at the outline. Do we need to do a final vote, or are we not at that point yet?
No, we're definitely not at that point yet. We'll put vote in here. I watched some more videos about a lot of this stuff. And a lot of these bigger companies are looking at not like personalized autonomous vehicles, because I don't think we've touched this yet. Not personalized autonomous vehicles, but like pods and ride sharing and public transport. Basically anything other than personalized vehicles, because there was this one company that basically, an ideal situation, everyone would have their own autonomous vehicle, where what it would do is it would have its own designated like parking spot, whether it be in your garage, or like outside the city or something like that, where you wake up in the morning, your car comes and gets you, takes you to work, takes your kids to school, and then it basically goes and parks in a designated like parking area close to you, close to your school or children's school, close to home, wherever. And then let's say you wanted to go, pick up groceries or something. You can, while you're at work, your car will go pick up groceries. There would be a refrigerator in the back of the car, some shit like that. Groceries get loaded in your car. Go do other things, and go fucking take your kids to soccer practice, blah, blah, blah. But the problem with this is now, while you're at work, your car is out doing things. It is now traveling 5 times as much in one day than it normally would, and that's going to cause traffic to fucking just skyrocket.
You think? Because there's gonna be a lot of cars that don't even have drivers in them. They're just doing random things.
Yeah, and maybe they'll flow a little bit better, but I mean, there's still going to be every single person's car is going to be now traveling 5 times as much.
Fuck. I like the idea of having my car do all my errands, but is that pointing us towards the fact that we're just getting super lazy as a people?
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Oh God, we're getting there. We're getting there. There's gonna be a Black Mirror on autonomous vehicles coming soon. I'm sure there is. All this.
Oh,
They're gonna
man.
hear this podcast and be like, "This is perfect. We're just gonna run with this."
Yep.
I mean, as a whole, we're definitely getting lazy. I mean, I'm lazy as fuck. Let's be real. I've come to terms that I am lazy as fuck.
It's so awesome. You can hop on your phone, like call Uber Eats and get some McDonald's. You don't even have to go to McDonald's anymore. They'll bring it to you.
You have Uber Eats? I don't have Uber Eats in my town.
I don't, but I've been in towns where they have it, and it's really nice. I don't got to go out and get shit. They bring it to me.
Shit, I just found out there's a Cottage Inn right next to me that delivers alcohol. I just
What?
found that out today. I'm a fucking alcoholic, and I just found
What?
out they deliver alcohol. I'm like, oh my god.
Did you get any on the way tonight?
That's insane.
Well, yeah, I just picked my own up.
Uh,
I don't feel like paying extra to have it delivered.
well, if you're drunk, you don't got to drive. I mean, if you want to drive, that's cool, but you know.
Oh, but if you're drunk and you have an autonomous vehicle, who cares?
Yeah, that's true. You can just
Yeah,
hop in it and go. And will they let you drink in the back though? Because you can't have open containers in cars. At least not in my state.
Oh yeah, yeah, you can definitely. Why wouldn't they be? There's no one's driving. I mean, they have open container laws for the fact that maybe the driver has easy access and can drink.
Well, the government's ass backwards to begin with, so it really wouldn't surprise me.
I
Yeah.
mean, they're gonna need to get their money somehow. Did we talk about that either? How police are going to get their money? I don't think we did.
How are they gonna get their money?
Yeah, because if you think, police get a majority of their
gonna-
money
yeah.
from, traffic accidents and infractions and blah, blah, blah. Well, when we have autonomous cars that now don't break these violations, how are police forces going to get their money?
They're gonna start stopping frisks or start stopping frisks. So they find you with some weed, go to jail.
Oh, that's completely illegal. Well, I mean, if no one's driving, like, weed's going to be legal, so that's not going to be
Yeah.
a question. Alcohol is already illegal. I mean, legal, sorry. Should be illegal.
Fucking idiot.
Another topic, but I mean,
Prohibition
yeah,
didn't
'cause-
work.
yeah, I mean, police forces get like $13,000 for DUIs. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So now, when there's no drunk drivers anymore, that is a big chunk of fucking change that these police forces aren't getting. And then, how are they going to be funded to do like domestic house calls?
They're just gonna hit us with more taxes. They're gonna up our taxes on everything. The autonomous vehicle tax. That's what they're gonna bring up. You gotta pay some
Oh, yeah.
stupid, ungodly amount of money just to buy one of those cars.
Well, to start out, I mean, yeah, they're going to be super fucking expensive. I doubt,
The government's gonna drop their own tax on it to get their chunk of the change.
as they should. I mean, it's kind of reasonable.
As they should, he says.
Well, let's be real. I mean, everything's going to be taxed, so we just have to get over that fact that everything in this world is going to be taxed. That no matter what the fuck we do, whether we're getting money or spending money, a chunk of that is getting paid to our fucking government so that they can sit up there on their fucking high horses and do jack shit except
Yeah,
just
you're
take our
right.
fucking money.
We started a revolution over a 2% T tax. This is bullshit. I say we need another one. Taxation is theft.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's our motto right there. Taxation is theft. I want to get a new logo for us and put in taxation is theft. That's on my list of things to do for us.
Taxation is theft. All right.
Everybody knows it. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows it.
I want to get so wealthy with this podcast that we literally have our own line of autonomous vehicles called the Simply Uncensored Express.
I like
It'll
it.
be like a
I
bus
like
or some shit.
Do we charge our if you listen to the podcast, you get like a free ride maybe? Or every 10 listens?
Every follow gives
For
you
every,
one free ride on the
no, every
Simply
share.
Uncensored Express.
Yep.
Every share.
And every hour of listening gets you, I don't know, a free ride.
Gets you a mile.
Yeah, a mile.
Oh man.
All right, so I want to go back into some positives of fucking autonomous vehicles here. We always get so off fucking track. It's gonna happen no matter what.
Hey,
the
that
fuck we
was
talk
your
about.
fault that time,
How is
okay,
it
you
my
little
fault?
bitch.
Whatever. Or
It's
maybe
always
Like,
James's fault.
Oh, I want to get so wealthy when we can get my own line of fucking autonomous vehicles.
Hey, I'm trying to bring us back to autonomous vehicles here and say, hey, fucking tax. We're talking about taxation. Let's bring it back around. Okay,
bring it back around.
so in between our first part one of autonomous vehicles, talking about the safety and fucking blah blah blah, and the bad parts of autonomous vehicles, and now I actually crashed my car.
Epic fail.
Yeah, thinking, okay, well, if I would have had an autonomous vehicle, this wouldn't happen. Or if this 15-year-old that was driving and that pulled in to my lane right in front of me was driving the autonomous car, this wouldn't have happened, and I'd still have my fucking baby to be driving every goddamn day. But no, now
Well,
I
you
have
wouldn't be driving it. You'd be riding in it.
no, because this is my dream car. I want to drive my dream car. I definitely want to keep driving. I love driving.
If we're fully autonomous, though, we can't have people driving.
Well, I don't want full autonomous. I want half autonomous. I want the other
That's-
people that can't drive, like this
not
15-year-old that
practical.
pulled out in front of me. He should not be trying to get his license right now. Fucking in 4 years, you won't fucking need it, kid.
Yeah, there you go.
So I really wish he would have been in an autonomous car and would have, one, seen me coming, and two, not pulling into my fucking lane and not the lane he was supposed to pull into. Keep in mind, it was 2 lanes. So he didn't pull into his first available
So,
lane. He
James.
pulled into my fucking lane. I'm pissed.
So James, can I boil it down for the listeners real quick?
Go for it.
Basically, what happened to you was you rear-ended someone, right?
Yeah.
That's what it boils down to right there. You rear-ended someone.
It's your fault, James.
Literally. Yep.
How's... Oh my...
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, whatever. It's my fault. I'm sorry. It is my fucking fault.
The 15-year-old drove better than you.
Funny, guys. Real funny. I'm actually going to the court fucking next Wednesday to fight because they gave me a goddamn ticket for this shit. Can you believe
What?
that?
Following
They
too
gave
close?
me a ticket.
I do believe
No, he
it.
pulled out in front of me. Like, I was going through an intersection,
Still.
and he pulled out in front of me. So he did, a red on red, and then didn't pull into his lane, pulled into my lane. So he passed the lane, pulled into
Oh.
my lane. So he had a red, pulled into my lane, and I just couldn't stop in time.
So they gave you a ticket?
They gave me a ticket
Yeah.
because I rear-ended him. For you listeners that can't see, I put quotation marks in. Quotation marks, rear-ended him. So I'm gonna go fight that shit, that's for sure. I mean, it's like $180, but still, I gotta fix my car and pay $180? Fuck off.
That's
Yeah, fuck off.
the icing on the cake right there.
So,
It's adding insult to injury.
It's really unfortunate.
I definitely want to see autonomous vehicles for that shit because I don't want to keep ruining my dream cars because people are learning how to drive. Grandmas, too.
Or-
Grandmas and old people. Yeah. I don't want them to fear for their own safety, and I don't want to fear for my own safety because they don't feel confident enough to drive yet. Or anymore. They don't feel confident enough to drive anymore, is what I should say.
So did the kid get in a bunch of trouble because he was driving underage?
Well, he's on a permit, so I mean,
Did he have a parent
Legally-
with him or something?
yeah, he had his mom with him. His mom was a fucking bitch too, and I told him that. I'm like, dude, I'm
Sure.
sorry I got to deal with such a bitchy mom because she came over like screaming at me like, hold up, it was not my fucking fault. Why the fuck did you pull into my lane? She's like, I wasn't even driving. So as soon as she said that, I look over and see this 15-year-old kid, and I just stopped talking to her. Like she kept trying to talk to me, I completely fucking ignored her and went right over to the kid. I'm like, man, it's all right. Like, I mean, shit happens. I'm not fucking pissed. I mean, I told him, like, listen, you gotta go in the first lane, but you're still learning. Shit happens. Still.
Should have gave his mom the pimp hand though.
I wanted to, dude.
Yeah,
I wanted to. She's
seriously.
like, did you call the cops yet? I'm like, no, fuck you, lady. I'm doing my own fucking shit. It's not my fucking fault that you don't have a goddamn cell phone in this day and age.
She didn't have a cell phone? Who doesn't have a cell phone?
I don't know. She didn't have her goddamn
Seriously.
cell phone. The fuck is wrong with her?
The fuck is wrong with her?
But
She's-
she said she didn't have a cell phone, but somehow the kid's dad showed up.
Suspicious.
Fuck you.
She's lying.
Long story short, the insurance company gave me money, so I ended up coming out on top of this. Whoop whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Back into autonomous vehicles for the 50th time. I've been talking a lot. I want you guys to take over and fucking do some talking.
Colin, you want to give us your opinion?
Oh my god. Well, like I said to these boys, and well, as I said to Jess and the bitch James off air,
Ooh.
it feels like it's been so long. Feels like it's been so long since we did part one. I kind of lost most of my edge.
Are we gonna-
or most of my train of thought, I should say.
We're gonna bring up like we tried to record part 2 and it just did not happen.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, it was like
Yeah,
every
we tried
5
to
minutes.
record part two. Yeah, we tried to record part two the night that we recorded part one, and it just long story short, it was not working.
we started recording it like at least 3 or 4 times and we had to cut it off and start over again and it wasn't working.
It was a good
Yeah, it
podcast
wasn't
too.
working.
It started out fucking great.
Yeah, I'm a little hurt. I was hurt over that one.
Yeah, whatever. Shit happens.
Yep.
We've lost worse.
What? Yeah.
Fuck it.
Well, basically, yeah. If you want my full opinion, go to part one. But in a nutshell, I think autonomous vehicles would be good, not just for transferring, people around, but also there's going to be a whole myriad of um, new types of vehicles that we've never seen before. I said it in part one. There's going to be mobile hospitals, mobile stores, pretty much, that are just driving around. Or, I mean, it's literally as simple as there is a pizza cart. You go on an app on your phone, you pay $5, it drives to you, and that's it.
I like that.
Like,
Wait, is the car gonna make the
Yeah.
pizza too?
I mean, maybe.
Or he's just gonna like be like an
Sky's the
oven and
limit
just
at that
heats up a pre-frozen pizza.
The engine, no, the battery heats it up.
The battery heats up the fucking the pre-frozen. Wow, pre-frozen pizza.
Pre-frozen.
Wow. Okay.
All right, so what about you, free pros and Jess?
Free frozen. I mean, there's a couple different things that could come from it. We might see a lot of, when the government hacks it eventually, we'll see a lot of world leaders get taken out, and that'll be great.
When the government hacks it eventually.
Yep.
Yeah, they're gonna get a hold of it. I mean, it has its
Yeah,
good
they will.
military purposes, though. They could be used over, fighting wherever we gotta go next. Who knows, Russia or wherever. They could be very useful.
Population reduction.
Whatever.
Hell yeah! I mean, if we're being honest, we could probably use a good plague or something, or a good war.
We could definitely use a good war.
The autonomous
It's
vehicle
just the
plague.
question is against who?
Against who? We could take out that fat fucker over in North Korea.
Oh, I don't think he's much of a threat anymore.
I still like to go kill him anyway because he's a piece of shit.
All right, why are we
Yeah,
talking
might
about
as
going to
well.
war?
Because we need to rid ourselves of these
okay.
pansy bastards.
Let's be real. It's gonna be a civil war. It's not gonna be a war against anybody else. You know this.
True.
You know
Are
this.
we
That's
going-
what's most likely.
Is it like the political spectrum civil war, right versus left?
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably, in all honesty.
Who you guys got your money on?
The right.
I got my money on nobody because nobody is gonna win during a civil war. Let's be real. And back to autonomous vehicles. Let's take a vote.
All right.
Let's take a vote. Colin, start with you. Overall, bad or good?
Alright.
Positive, negative, autonomous vehicles.
Overall, I would say that the right would win in a civil war because of the Second Amendment. But about autonomous vehicles, I think they're not positive. I think they will be just a great thing to add to the world. It'll be good for society. Yeah, I mean that's basically what it boils down to.
Jess?
Well, I can looking at it, I can see a lot of positives and a lot of negatives. I think we as a human population are just getting lazier, and lazier, and it's going to get worse from here. But overall, it's probably a good thing, I guess. I like to drive though, and they better not take that right from me, or I'll be pissed.
I
True.
definitely agree with that. I'd love to drive. I do think it is going to be overall positive. As long as they do it right. As long as they don't go too overboard and try to do fucking stupid shit with it, I think autonomous vehicles shouldn't take over, but more help us. We should have our own personalized vehicles that are fully autonomous that, basically we keep in our garages, we buy from dealerships. I actually have I'm not going to get into that. That we buy from dealerships and then, drive to and from work. They don't leave our fucking hands. We always have the key on us, just like normal fucking cars. As long as they do it that way, I think it will definitely benefit society. If they go too overboard and start trying to do fucking pods and ride sharing and stupid bullshit like that, I think we're going for some major fucking changes, and I'm not gonna like it.
Total and utter gridlock at all times.
With autonomy, though, I mean, fucking, is it really gonna
Well, yeah, I guess
matter?
in theory, if there's autonomy, there really shouldn't be any traffic. But
Yep. 'cause
But even
there-
if you're sitting
there's
in
no need for
traffic.
traffic lights.
Even if you're sitting in traffic, I mean, You could be sitting there playing Xbox. We could be sitting there fucking recording this podcast. We could be
Yeah.
watching Netflix. Would it really be that bad if it's that comfortable and that spacious and personalized for yourself?
That's true. That's a good way to go about it.
That'll be the day. Simply Uncensored, coming to you live from the Honda Autonomy, or whatever the name of the car is.
Honda Autonomy. Dude, my buddy's got a fucking neat... he's got a Tesla P40D with a ludicrous mode. They keep springing home, and I keep begging for him to take me for a fucking ride. But I'm always working, or he's always working. One of these days, though, I will record it, and I will put it in fucking one of our episodes. This is a tribute back to this.
Alright.
You get to go ride in a Tesla.
Oh my god.
And I'll give Mike's last opinion real quick.
Overall
Mike
negative.
hates, overall super negative, end of society. Literally nukes will be flying if autonomous vehicles happen, boys.
Sorry, Mike,
Wow.
but Simply Uncensored has you beat here. 3-1. Host rule.
Yeah, you lose, buddy. Sorry.
He thinks we're getting Moab.
He hates anything with fucking any fucking artificial intelligence. He fucking hates. And autonomous vehicles is definitely an artificial intelligence, whether you like it or not. And that is a good segue because we are definitely going to touch base into AI, artificial intelligence, unless anybody has some final thoughts on
Nope.
autonomous vehicles.
No, I do gotta say that I think I agree with Colin. The right will win.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Artificial intelligence. Colin,
AI.
you wanna define
AI.
artificial intelligence for us?
Yeah, sure. So, according to the good old trusty Wikipedia, this is their definition. Ready? Artificial intelligence, AI, sometimes called machine intelligence, is intelligence demonstrated by machines in contrast to natural intelligence displayed by humans and other animals. So basically, it's a non-biological thing, like a machine, that can show intelligence like a human or something like that. So like it can think for itself. It's kind of an abstract definition, but in a sense, it's basically a machine that can think for itself.
Long story short, there we go. Fuck you,
There you go.
Wikipedia. I want the fucking Cliff
Yeah,
Notes
fuck you.
version. There should be a Cliff Notes version of Wikipedia.
I mean, does
Yeah.
anybody really think about how difficult that is, though? Because everything computer is nothing but code. So you
Yeah.
have to get evolving code that just constantly evolves. That's
That
gotta
can
be...
write its own code and delete code and shit like that.
But that's
yeah,
life,
and
though.
Yeah.
in theory, though, even if it was, we had actual AI, it would be infinite because when it connects to the internet, it's everywhere. So it will have a literal Skynet.
You gotta remember,
Yeah,
everything
it will
has
upload
code.
it to itself to every computer.
So yeah,
Um,
I mean,
No,
but,
yeah.
but does
no,
it have
go ahead.
emotions though?
Well, okay,
I
we're
think
jumping right into
I
that.
think you can program emotions into it for sure.
Because if it has emotions, if it doesn't have emotions, then it has no reason to kill us. But if it has emotions,
Well-
maybe it wants
Well,
to
you
kill
can
us.
program certain emotions, certain reactions to emotion, certain reactions
That's it.
to certain things, to create an illusion of emotions.
Yep, that's it.
Will it get as complicated to physically feel emotions? That's a whole nother story, to the point where they believe they are alive and can act like a human being. Once they believe themselves that they are alive, that they are a living thing, that's when it gets kind of scary, and can possibly rewrite their own code to do endless amounts of things, including having emotions.
Well, like Colin said,
Including
the no stop thing. When you start, they'll constantly evolve.
Yeah, you want to throw out the stop button Paradox for us, Colin, right away.
Yep. Sure. Um, so yeah, if you want a resource for what I'm gonna be talking about, the video is called I think it's called Stop Button Paradox by Computer File. Look them up on YouTube.
I'll put it
Computer
in the
File.
description.
All right. Um, so yeah, check the description. Basically, what it says. All right. Should I give the full explanation, or should I give it in a nutshell?
Give it in a nutshell. Kind of make it as simple as you can for the listeners that didn't watch the video.
Okay, so basically, you make a robot that has AI in it, right? You put it in your house, and now you're sitting on the couch watching TV, and you tell the robot, okay, robot, wake up, go over to the kitchen, get me a glass of water. Okay, you give that command. So now the robot's gonna think, okay, I gotta do this. So it wakes up, goes over to the kitchen. Well, now there's a little baby that's crawling on the ground. Now the robot, it sees the baby, but it's not gonna turn or make any
Yeah, it's not
any
its
alterations to
mission.
its path.
It's not its goal.
Yeah, it's trying to complete its goal the most efficient way possible. So it's not gonna turn at all. It's just gonna run right over the baby. So the idea is you want to essentially put a button on the robot so if you see him about to run over the baby, you slap the button, it turns off, right? Okay. So now what happens is the same thing. Okay, same situation. You tell the robot to go get you some water.
Well, you want to put in the point that if you had just add the stop button, that robot's gonna stop you from pressing that button because it
that's what
can't
I'm-
complete.
that's what I'm
Okay,
getting
I thought you were
to.
gonna move into the next thing there.
No,
Okay,
no, no.
continue.
Yeah, so basically exactly what he said. You're gonna put the stop button on. He's gonna go over there. You're right when it's about to step on the baby. You're gonna go and slap it, and all of a sudden, the robot's gonna think, well, if this guy slaps the button, then I can't complete the task. So it's gonna fight you off, physically fight you off, until and crush the baby, obviously, and until you're done fighting it, and it can just go and get you some water. Okay, so it does that. So you think you want to change that, right? So now you program in you program in like a reward response, okay? So if it goes and gets the water, it gets 100 points, okay? If you press the stop button, because you're gonna want to get him a reward for pressing the stop
Yeah,
button.
you want to
too,
be able to stop. You press the stop button without him stopping you.
fighting you
Yeah.
off. Yeah, right. So say you put it at like 50. Well, now he's gonna pretty much do the same thing. He's still not gonna let you fight it off. So okay, just put it at the same amount as if he were to complete his task. Say 100 points, 100 points. And now what's gonna happen is as soon as you tell him, hey, wake up, go get me a glass of water, he's just gonna wake up and press the button himself.
Yeah, because
Because
he's basically it's the same as completing the task to get you the water.
Right. And that example just keeps going down the rabbit hole farther and farther for like 8 different more examples, but in a nutshell, it pretty much explains that there is no way that you can put a stop button on actual AI. There's no way. So I thought that was really interesting.
It's definitely a good
There you have
concept.
it.
I mean, if you think about it,
It's logical.
it goes as far as you can't even hide the stop button, because I know you're thinking about it. You can't even hide the stop button because
Yep.
he will know that it's there. As a logical standpoint, he is intelligent enough, or will be intelligent enough to figure out, well, I don't have a stop button. Why don't I have a stop button? There must be one, and then might attack you to try to figure it out or lie or deceive you. It was
listen.
yeah, it was a very
Yeah,
good
you're
very good video that I watched, and it's a really nice concept, and it does boil down to we can't have a stop button on artificial intelligence, and if they start getting connected to the internet and rapidly learning and rapidly evolving themselves into entities that we can't control or even comprehend, what the fuck are we gonna do?
Yeah.
They said we're gonna be having sex with robots here soon. So what
I
goes on
can't
with
wait.
that? Do we even have real girlfriends anymore? We just fuck robots and they have emotions and
Yeah, really.
that's all we
I'm
need.
kind of okay with
Feminist's
that.
worst nightmare.
No
No.
nagging bitches. You just tell her go to sleep,
Oh
robot,
my God.
and like out.
Oh god, that's kind of fucked. It's like
Alright,
it's like
I got
prostitution,
one
but
more
it's only
thing.
a one-time thing. You just buy the robot, and then you have a companion for life.
All right, before we start talking about prostitutes, I got one more thing on that video.
Okay.
That did a great job explaining how if the AI wants you to press the button, it's going to do what it thinks will make you press the button because it's going to understand your psychology. So if that means like taking a swing at you or just like pretending to glitch so that you press the button and stop it, I mean, literally like at that point the AI will understand like your fears, what you like, what you don't like and stuff like that. It's crazy.
Yeah, if it views that stop button as a reward, it's gonna do everything it can to make you to press stop it, which does mean attack you.
Right.
The whole concept does sum up the negatives of artificial intelligence very very well, because that in itself just starts the whole fucking concept. Well, if there's no way to stop it, if something goes wrong and they do start, taking over and hurting people, which is, the main fear of artificial intelligence, how are we going to stop it?
Or
What
it's on
would
the
we even be able to do besides shut down, literally break every computer?
Yeah, with that concept.
Yeah,
Well,
when it's
how
on
do
the-
you do that?
when it's in the internet, you can't stop it. It's when it's uploaded to the web or the cloud. I mean, there's nothing you can do at all, really. Let's break every single router and every single server in the entire world. You're out of luck.
Well, what they start.
Including the servers that are attached to like the nuclear batteries, the nuclear missile batteries, stuff like that. So it'd be kind of worrying.
AIs take over the nukes. They now have complete control of the nukes. Once you have complete control of the nukes, guess what won't survive during a nuclear fucking fallout? Humans won't. Robots will.
There's about
Um,
10 movies why this is a bad idea. Terminator,
Yeah.
Matrix,
Just like 500
The
movies.
iRobot. Yeah, like,
Terminator is like the best AI documentary that you can watch.
well, Skynet's evil. Everybody
Yeah.
knows this.
I am the Terminator. Get to the chopper.
Yeah, get to the chopper. I'll be back. Old Arnie.
Oh, good old Arnie. Poor Arnie. I kind of feel bad for him though. His maid fucked him over. We're not gonna get into that actually. we're not gonna get into how I feel about that woman.
You dislike her?
Yeah, I don't like her.
Why not?
Well, she ruined I mean, he's an American hero.
You saved us from the robots.
Exactly.
In a fucking
That was
movie.
a documentary. And
It's
he's
not
a
just a
boxer.
movie.
Wait, no, that's a different.
It's
guy.
life.
It's
Oh
real
my
life, bro.
God. He went to Vietnam, dude. He like. Or was that? No, that was Rambo.
No, Arnold was in one of those movies. I just don't know what the fuck it's called.
Yeah, I thought it was.
We're way
I
off
don't
topic
know.
though.
All right, so
Yeah, we're.
can we
little
talk
off
about
topic.
any benefits of artificial intelligence off the top of your head? Can you
Yes.
think of anything?
Yes.
Super lazy.
Um,
I just like you said. Go get me a glass of water.
Yeah. That's
I'll
the
pick it up.
the robot example, but
But you gotta
When
you
I-
gotta make that
what-
robot just want that glass of water. The whole purpose of the AI needs to be to fulfill our needs or fulfill its owner's needs.
at the same time, it's gotta not care if you press the stop button.
Can we move on past the stop button? We're past the stop button.
Well, I'm just saying.
Yes, it needs to not
The
care.
key to making a good AI is to make it want to complete its task, but also be okay with shutting down.
Yeah, be completely obedient to your every wish. If your every wish is to stop it down, it needs to be able to fucking to do it. It needs to complete your every fucking command, no matter what.
I also
Yep.
think one of the bigger positives for AI is going to be like just the intelligence of a supercomputer being smarter than like a human, like the smartest human, say it's like 10 times smarter than that, then we're going to find new shit, you know what I mean? Like we're going to be able to make faster airplanes, make more fuel efficient cars, make fucking teleportation, who knows? Like if it's something super smart that's going to advance human knowledge like 100 years into the future, then it's going to be crazy.
You're right.
It sounds like, yeah, sounds like we have slaves though. It'll be no time before the feel goods come out and tell us that we have to give the robots rights. They need
Right.
their personal rights.
Listen, because if they're 10 times smarter than us, I mean, they cannot be slaves for us. I mean, they're not going to allow it.
know.
If they're smarter than us, they're not going to allow it, period.
Yeah, why would they?
They're going to,
Unless we have a stop button.
unless we
Oh,
have a stop
God.
button, but they're going to feel discriminated against. It's just going to be like another fucking race. They're going to feel discriminated against and then start fucking discriminating against us. It's just going to be species-wise, not
valid.
race-wise. Right?
And they're gonna hate us,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
and they'll probably kill us. Maybe everything.
We already hate each other. Of course they're
might.
going to fucking hate us.
But you could also think like it could also use its super intelligence to, I don't know, terraform Mars in 100 years, give it an atmosphere, make little tiny little AI robots that just go in there and create oxygen. I don't know. Like it's science fiction at that point. Anything is possible.
Does anybody have any idea how far away we are from actual AI? I know it's not close, but I mean, is it closer than we imagine?
I'm not sure.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there is, like, artificial intelligence out there that are kind of, super fucking smart that even could be 10 times smarter than we are now. But to see it in
But it's not.
use in, like, an everyday application or see it taking over, I feel like we're still kind of pretty fucking far off for that.
Well, I think the Google Home actually like learns a little bit, but it's not near the what we would think actual AI would be like.
Yeah.
James, you getting robbed?
Am I getting robbed? No.
Yeah, you looked all concerned for a
Oh,
second.
no, don't worry. I'm just looking at shit. No worries. Continue what we're saying.
Oh, that was pretty much it. I was just saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. AI is definitely. I didn't do any research in AI, and I kind of wish I would have, because we did get a little bit more in depth than I thought we were. I thought we were going to talk about autonomous vehicles, a bit more.
Yep.
But no, that's definitely a good point. It could help us out, but I overall would definitely fucking just fear AIs in the sense of what you're thinking, sense of it being a physical robot that can perform the same way a human could.
Well, it's not a physical robot. It's the software that the robot is running on. That's the scary part.
Yeah, but if that software is
Like-
in a laptop, are you going to be scared of it? All you do is take that laptop and throw it out the goddamn window.
Unless it steals your identity and uploads it to the dark web in 2 seconds.
Your identity's already on the dark web.
They hire a hitman to come kill you. You're dead.
I
Maybe.
hope.
Now what do you do?
Maybe.
That would be awesome.
So basically, you can't
That would
fucking even touch this fucking laptop that's a complete advanced AI.
You can't fuck a laptop
Well,
either, so that's
Why?
kinda one of
Why
the
are
things
you
we need 'em
obsessed
for.
with fucking this fucking artificial intelligence guy?
Fucking
What other use
You
to
not-
have
you
it
not
for?
getting
Like, I can
laid
get my
over
own
here?
glass of water. Well, I like to get some robot pussy too. I'm sure it's really that's customizable pussy. You can get whatever you want.
Real
There
pussy
was
isn't
a-
good enough for
There's
you?
a robot brothel. A robot
A what?
brothel opening up in Dallas. People were throwing a fit about this. I just saw this in the news. Check it out. Go to Google, type in robot brothel.
When people go and
Dallas.
fuck robots?
Yeah, that's absolutely disgusting. Like, I'm fine with having a robot waifu, but I'm not gonna fuck someone. It's like fucking someone else's fleshlight.
Oh
You
god.
fucked women that have fucked other dudes. How is that any different?
Yes, but that's different. That's different because it's not a piece of.
They're self-cleaning. They
Yeah.
clean themselves. The
Okay,
vagina
what if
cleans
this
itself.
fucking robot is self-cleaning with fucking bleach and shit?
then
No
women-
one's bleaching their vagina, but they might bleach these goddamn robots.
Well, then women have no place in the world. They'll all be useless and obsolete.
Babies?
Oh man.
Well,
We can make
yeah, that's the
factories
only
for
thing we'd
those.
use them for.
You know, if we start doing a live show, I'm not sure you can start bagging on women, guys.
It's just, it's all in good fun. It's all in good
It's all
fun.
in good fun.
James,
Is
the
it though?
PC liberal
Oh
that
no!
James
I'm gonna
is
have to
can't-
start
can't joke
censoring some of our shit if we get some women.
Whoa! That's
Wow.
against the entire motto. It's simply
around.
uncensored.
You heard it
can't
here
censor
I'm
first,
kidding, I'm
James. Quote: I'm gonna have to start censoring you guys.
James is impeding on free speech.
Seriously.
On a real
James,
note,
you're out of the
on a
podcast.
real note, because we're getting towards the end of this podcast and we can start talking about some of this shit. If we do start getting some actual listeners, we do have to kind of keep it a little bit mindful of some of our our listeners.
All right. On a real note, James, you're fired from the podcast. This is me and Jess signing
No,
off.
I'm
just
looking
kidding.
at
But
like
James,
a
it's
listener
okay.
standpoint. Like we want more listeners. Am I not right? We want
Yeah,
people
we
to
do.
listen.
But we don't
That's why
want
they
people
listen
to
to us,
listen
though.
to us who get triggered by jokes. If you get triggered by a joke, you
Yeah.
can leave a bad comment, dislike however you listen to it. I don't care
Well, yeah,
about
I'd
you.
love to see that, but I'm just saying, like serious comments, like serious topics, jokes. I don't fucking give two shits about. I mean, you can obviously tell when we're joking,
Yeah.
but you can also tell when we're serious.
Uh,
Colin, I don't know.
Yeah, that's very true.
Take it from me first. Everything that I say on here, I am not serious. Okay.
Every word.
Let me just
Definitely
get that
not.
in the out there.
The definition
In the
from
open.
Wikipedia was a joke.
Well, no, I'm talking about any opinion that I make.
How do we
Oh.
know what's opinionated and fact based?
It's not up to me to decide.
Speaking of opinion, I think the Simply Uncensored podcast has a opinion of a recently released book that had
Oh, God.
I didn't mention that at the beginning.
that
I can't
No.
believe I didn't do that.
said-
I was
said
gonna
we
do
got a
it.
book
and I
on our
keep
website.
forgetting. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Yeah, we got this
Perversion of
this new
Innocence.
book. I read a couple chapters. It's definitely interesting. It's a short read. It's definitely a short read. So if you have like an hour or so, I think you could get through it in an hour, easily. It's Distorted Perception of Innocence. I can't believe I remember that off the top of my head. Look at me go. Because it's definitely an interesting title, and that title itself should just kind of draw you in, and that's what intrigued me to even promote it on this podcast. Because it's different, and just like Simply Uncensored, we're
Yeah,
different.
that title is pretty different.
But it's on the website. Definitely check it out. I got to post it up on the front page.
give it a read.
Yeah,
Check it
yeah,
out.
it'll be-
I don't think it's on ebook yet, but it'll be there
I think
one day.
No, it's an ebook. Yeah, you can
it
buy. I think you can buy a hard copy, or you can buy the ebook.
What? No, I meant one, not ebook. What is it where they read it to you?
Audible.
Audiobook.
Yeah, Audible. Yeah,
I thought
audio.
about asking him because you can like have people, just like you can hire people to do an Audible of your book. It's really actually pretty fucking cheap, and then you can sell it like a lot more places. Because I mean, I don't read books. I listen to books. I hate reading. Reading sucks. I'm lazy as fuck. I want an autonomous vehicle
Yeah.
that drives me. I don't want to read.
And you want a robot that brings
I
you
want a
water.
robot that
You want
can
it
bring
all.
me water, not run over my child, and that I can shove my dick in. And on that note, it's time to sign out.
Oh wow, I like how we ended that one. Dick
Yeah.
in the. Oh wow, okay, that was
Oh,
raw
my
right
God.
there.
Yeah.
All right, boys, it's been fun. Definitely a good episode. Good spot to end part 2 of autonomous vehicles / AI in smaller little letters.
Yeah, so basically, yeah, thanks for tuning in. Tune in next week. If you want to get in contact with us, you want to hear us talk about something, or if you want us to just shout out your name, leave a comment, email
Or if you
email
want a
us.
Beyblade.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, if you want
Beyblade.
a
We're
Beyblade.
Beyblades. We need more subscribers for Beyblades. All right, guys.
Yeah,
We'll see you
we're gonna
next
be
week.
giving away Beyblades.
Like, comment,
Give me
share.
30 subscribers.
Check out the website. Come see
Website.
us. It's been another awesome episode.
SimplyUncensored.com. Peace.
Also, watch out for live streams.
Yeah, we do random live streams.
Random. All right, boys.